Hi there, you must be new to my account. I say white to remind people that white supremacy is everywhere. Because in order for true equality to happen, white supremacy has to be dismantled. And a lot of people are not even aware of their use of whiteness unless someone like me points it out by calling it white. In your case, you as a white woman telling an Asian woman how to speak on her account is a pretty white privileged mindset. Because I would have never thought to go to your account and say, hey, your face is really annoying. You should change your profile photo. I would never say that to you. Like, that would have never crossed my mind. Like, who am I to tell you that? And you should have awareness of your actions. You as a white woman telling me how to speak is tone policing. And that's a behavior that's very common among white women. You may have not intended that, but there are many white women who act exactly like you. So that's why I say white, to raise your awareness, because it's so ingrained in you, you may not realize it. And maybe next time when you're about to do the very same thing, my annoying white will ring in your ear and stop you. So you're welcome.
This whole talk about age makes me uncomfortable. I think it's the wrong road to go down. She says people, politicians or something are not in their prime. Nikki Haley isn't in her prime. Sorry. When a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s and 30s and maybe 40s.
What are you talking? Wait.
That's not according to me.
Prime for what?
It depends. I mean, it's just like prime. If you look it up, if you Google when is a woman in her prime, it'll say 20s, 30s, and 40s. I don't necessarily.
40s. Oh, I got another.
I'm not saying
decade.
I agree with that. So I think she has to be careful about saying that politicians aren't in their prime.
You need to qualify. Are you talking about prime for like childbearing, or are you talking about prime for being president?
What the facts are. Google it. Everybody at home. When is a woman in her prime? It says 20s, 30s, and 40s. And I'm just saying Nikki Haley should be careful about saying that politicians are not in their prime and they need to be in their prime when they serve, because she wouldn't be in her prime according to
Google
or whatever it is.
How do we make a grown adult their 6 a.m. milkshake?
Yeah, we had already come here. Maybe people were brought over as slaves, but I don't think that the black people in America came from Africa on slave ships. I believe the people that were here were slowly conquered. First, they got the East Coast, and then they started spreading out west little by little, conquering. And when you conquer a tribe, what do? You enslave them. They're POWs. Right?
Okay.
That's what you do.
But I'm still confused. There's a great history of slave ships being brought over from Africa.
History is his story.
Right.
What about my story? Is my story not valid?
But if you do 23andMe on from out
23andMe,
well, that's
either way. If you take black people here in America and you do their DNA sample and it point back to Africa, what does that say? It says black people in America are Africans. Now the argument is, were we brought here or were we already?
Hi AD, I'm Michael Imperioli. Welcome to my home.
Does get ready with me as I am going to go get my McDonald's. Alright, so for the purse option, we have this Moschino bag, kind of a vibe, or we have this bling Happy Meal box, but doubles as a purse. I think it gives a little bit of a pop, For my makeup pouches, I have either this chicken nugget thing or this cute little fries thing, which has some lip glosses. Which one should I take? Alright, so then do I want to go with a Big Mac or chicken nuggets for the car ride? I'll decide on that. And then finally, should I take some cash?
This boy be in my DM say I'm pretty. This boy be in my DM say I'm pretty.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Hi! Welcome to Raising Cane's. I'm Trish. What can I get started for you?
Never cared for either of them, but Whitney, I thought might be the one, and we had some good times, and then I found out she went to bed at about 7 o'clock, and that ruined that relationship too. So Anyways, my brother's a douche. What do you want to know? Winging it. Pull it in. Sorry. No, seriously though, Jason's always been a really good guy. We always haven't been the best of friends, but anytime I've ever needed Jason, he's always been there for me. Seriously, he took me to the hospital one time in the middle of the night. I'm not going to tell you guys about that story, but anyways, Jason's always been there for me. We don't use the L word around the Hemmer house, but you're the man, brother.
With her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and they hit the ground running. Didn't make sense cause I live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see, so much to take in the back streets. You never know if you don't go. Never shine if you go. Bitch, I wake up, no style. Fresh as fuck, I put it on nobody this shit. Let it fire, hold on, makeup, and she still look at this shit. She in school, but it's cool, yeah.
Today is day 9 of washing my asshole with conditioner.
Do not do this. My butthole is not silky smooth anymore, and it feels like there's something going on back there. I guess there's a reason why people don't wash their asshole with conditioner. I thought I was being unique. I thought I was being an entrepreneur. I thought I was creating something that no one had ever heard of. I was gonna be the next Elon Musk, bitch. My asshole's been itching for like the past 3 days, so I might have a little infectione. Do not do this. Highly not recommend.
I cut it down to my 5 best girls, and I bought a new penthouse. I spent loads of money on new computers, new setups. Everyone had their own set. Everything was beautiful. Girls got in a fight one day when I wasn't in the house. I came in. You get a sixth sense for this. I could come in the house and I could like smell the girls had been fighting. And 2 of the girls were really, really drunk. And one of the girls who was really, really drunk way too much and started throwing up. So when she started throwing up, I said, listen, clean up. What the fuck? Like, and she was actually quite a cool person in general. She wasn't an idiot. She just drunk way too much. So I was like, clean up. She was, I'm not cleaning up. We have a cleaner, blah, blah, blah. I said, the cleaner comes Monday. It's Friday night. Clean up your sick. Anyway, she wouldn't listen to me, so I packed her stuff, threw it out the door, fired her on the spot. The other 4 girls worked. Everything was okay. And then she started texting me saying, hey, you owe me my wages. And I said, I'm not going to pay you your wages because you threw up all in my house, so I'm not paying. And then about 2.5 months later, 5 o'clock in the morning, my house was raided by police. She went to the police and said that I was forcing her to work on webcam. And basically, I'd spent $250,000 on legal fees to stay out of jail.
And I look, and I go around sometimes and I hang out with other people that are my age, and they're just kind of just selfie. I'm just like, dude, like, oh my God, like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
I have diarrhea. About to shit my pants. It's gonna happen right now. Don't do that. Hold on just 1 minute. Why would you shit in your pants when you can shit in my mouth? Shit in my mouth. You can shit in my mouth. Shit in my mouth. I can shit in your mouth. Shit in my mouth. That's some real love. Shit in my mouth. You can shit in my mouth.
When I tried a bit better, everything changed. I love cone.
I can't imagine being a fully grown woman that pays taxes and infantilizing myself for TikTok, animating myself to look like a child and sound like a child and act like a child while also trying to look sexy. There's something very wrong with you. This is possibly my least favorite thing to come out of TikTok. It started with that Bella girl that was in the military and then also did this. Like, why are you trying to, like, look sexy to a voiceover of a child while also acting like a child? Who do you think that's pandering towards? Who do you think's gonna like that content? You fucking weirdo. It's just, like, disturbing and people are like, oh, she's just trying to make a cute video. No, she's not. No, she's not. She's doing something, and you know it.
Tell me your biggest secret.
I'm cheating on my boyfriend with like 5 other guys.
I'm confused how he doesn't know.
Because I have a separate account.
Well, why not just break up with your boyfriend?
Because I love him.
Hey guys, so in case you didn't know, there is a cure for cancer. There always has been. Okay, so Dr. Brzezinski, while he was studying to get his PhD, he was in medical school, he was taking biochemistry, and he was studying peptides, which are your amino acids that bond together. Your body has 20 total amino acids, okay, that the science community knows of, okay, they've been discovered. 20 amino acids that form together, bond together, and they form their peptides, which is what he's studying. And peptides are your proteins. Your body needs this. They need them to function. Every organ system needs these to function, okay? No, your protein's not your main source of energy, so stop eating so much protein like it's your main source of energy. It's not. Anyway, not the point. So, yeah, he discovered that there's an unknown strand of peptide bonds in healthy humans that have never been discovered yet, that aren't in people with cancer. So he was like, what's the difference here? These people have it, these people don't. So let's like take it out of them and put it into them, right? Like that has to be the problem. It is. That's literally been the problem the entire time, and the government knows that. So he extracted these healthy, undiscovered, unknown peptide bonds out of the urine of healthy people and infused them in people with cancer, and within months, I'm talking about stage 4 legal cancer on their deathbed, cured, and the cancer never came back. They were like healthy as a horse, they just resumed their life and went on. And he did this with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of patients. By the way, his office is based out of Texas. I would highly suggest you go there if you develop cancer and not go straight to chemotherapy, okay? So he's manufactured this drug, which the FDA has agreed that it is non-toxic. What it is it's called phenylbutyrate, okay? And it's basically just it's these peptides and these amino acids out of these healthy people, form them into a pill, only manufactures them in his office because the FDA won't manufacture them, because if they did, there would be a cure for cancer, okay? The way the country doesn't want a cure for cancer. Whatever, so he takes this pill and you eat it, and then that's you're cured. You don't fry your brain from chemo. You don't need to. Anyway, so the FDA knows about this drug. They agree that it is non-toxic because it is. It's the least harm. It's the only cure for cancer, okay? And why the FDA doesn't want, everyone to know about, like, hey, here's a cure for cancer, is because how would the government be funded? Okay, let's start with this. If you trust the FDA, you're an idiot, because as you should know, as soon as you open up the FDA's website and you see that they advertise recipes for beef and red meat as healthy, I don't know. You need to be educated, okay? Every single processed food that you put in your body has carcinogens, okay? It's not gonna advertise that, obviously. The government does that. They infuse your foods with carcinogens, okay? What these carcinogens do, they're cancer-causing molecules. Over time, we're eating all these processed foods with carcinogens, and then we develop cancer. That's the purpose of the government, okay? That's what they're doing. So then we have no choice to pour our life savings into chemotherapy and radiation and fund the government. Government's gotta make their money.
She's a 10, but she uses pronouns.
I think to me it's just he, she. We got boys and we got girls. I don't know no other genders. She's trapped in the matrix, I feel like. So it's like she might do some matrix shit and try to matrix me. So it's like I gotta get up out of there. I might juice her for a couple dollars. I can't really wife that up. I ain't gonna lie. She's not wifey type. She use pronouns. She not wifey type. She is sucked into the matrix of what the norm is and the new regimen.
So I was just picking up my vehicle from an oil change, and the person came out of the garage and said, "What can I do for you, young lady?" And I know that this was intended to be a greeting of respect and kindness, or politeness maybe, but I had this immediate okay, young, maybe comparatively, I'll take it. But I was like, lady, what do I do with that? It's so complicated because I know this person only intended kindness. There was a smile on their face. I know that they weren't trying to patronize me or gender me, but I felt so gendered and so inappropriately gendered, and I don't know what to do with that. What do you do with that when someone has the best of intentions, and I don't really want to spend all of my spoons trying to educate someone at the Costco car center?
You're the king upon this throne,